I bequeath to my son Bobet my condominium located at a holographic will is simply a will that is entirely written, natandaan natin tatlo, written, dated, and signed by the testator himself. Yung share ng surviving spouse will be equal to the share of one legitimate child. So tigwa 1/4 silang tatlo. Kung dalawa yung anak, tigwa 1/4 silang tatlo, equal share. So merong 1/4 na lang na natitira na free portion. Paano kung may illegitimate child or illegitimate children? Ang share ng illegitimate child or children, kinukuha yan sa free portion. At ang maximum share ng illegitimate child is half of the share of a legitimate child. So kalahati ng legitimate child, ang legitimate ng illegitimate child.
Siguro na-curious ako, you mentioned about estate planning and may sabi kang last will and testament. Yung question ko doon is, syempre lawyer ka din, what makes a will and testament valid and legal and can stand to court? Maglalagay lang ba sa tissue, tas ito ang kayamanan ng kotse kay Bunso, ganyan? Or kailangan ba notarize siya? Or kailangan physical printed, or pwede email lang ba? What constitutes at a will and testament that would be valid and legal in court?
All right, excellent question. There are two types of wills, no? Yung kadalasan na alam natin is yung notarial will. Ito yung normally ginagawa ng lawyer yan, dinadraft ng lawyer yan kasi ang daming rules diyan eh. Magkamali ka lang sa isang requirement, void na yung will. Ganun katindi ang notarial will. Bawa, dapat lahat ng pages may pirma sa left-hand column, left-hand margin rather. Hindi mo nagawa yun. Patay, void na yung will mo. O kaya kulang ng witnesses. O kaya yung isang witness air, bawal di rin dapat yun. O, patay. So, mabuvoid. So, napakaraming rules pagdating sa notarial will. So, tsaka may format yan. Kaya, I think most estate planners nowadays would recommend the other type of will, which is the holographic will. Parang high-tech pakinggan, no? Masyadong highfalutin. Ano ba yun? Hologram ba yun? Pag pinindot ko ba yun sa cellphone ko, may hologram? Hindi. A holographic will is simply a will that is entirely written, natandaan natin tatlo, written, dated, and signed by the testator himself or herself, testatrix herself. So, entirely written, dated, and signed. Dapat walang part doon na typewritten o computerized. Lahat yon sulat kamay. Saan ba pwedeng isulat o dapat isulat ang holographic will? Kahit saan. Kahit tissue paper, pwede yan. Gusto mo, ewan ko lang, mag-alamoses ka, ililok mo sa bato. Parang 10 Commandments. But the point is, dapat entirely handwritten, dated, and signed siya ng testator. So that's one. So bakit nire-recommend namin usually yung holographic will? Kasi wala masyadong legal requirements. Yun lang, basta masatisfy lang yung tatlong yun, entirely written, dated, and signed by the testator, papasa na yun. Usually valid na yan. Now, pagdating sa disposition ng estate or tinatawag na institution of heirs, meron tayong tinatawag na legitime. Yung legitime, ito yung portion of the estate that is legally reserved to compulsory heirs. So in short, yan yung portion ng estate. Kung imagine natin, it's a pie, it's a pie. Yan yung portion ng estate na hindi mo pwedeng galawin sa will. Kung bawa, meron kang dalawang anak, automatic 50% ng estate nung namatay sa anak na yun sa legitimate children yun So kung dalawa sila, maghahati sila dun sa 50%. So tig 1/4 sila. Yun ang legitimate nila. Hindi pwedeng bawasan yun ng testator. Now, yung kalahati, yung tinatawag na free portion, o kaya kung may asawa kasi siya, 1/4 na lang ang free portion. Kasi kung may asawa siya, surviving spouse na natitira pang buhay, yung share ng surviving spouse will be equal to the share of one legitimate child. So, tigwa 1/4 silang tatlo. Kung dalawa yung anak, tigwa 1/4 silang tatlo, equal share. So, merong 1/4 na lang na natitira na free portion or free disposable portion. So, yung 1/4 na yon, yun na lang yung pwedeng ibigay ni testator kung kanino man niya gusto, with certain exceptions. Okay? Hindi rin yun pwedeng ibigay kahit kanino. May exceptions pa rin yan. Okay? So, but generally, halos kahit kanino pwedeng ibigay yon. Pwede rin sa non-individual, pwedeng sa corporation, pwedeng sa charitable institution, pwede sa church. Kung gusto mo halimbawa magbigay sa orphanage, na favorite orphanage mo, pwede yon. O kaya gusto mong dagdagan ng share yung isa mong anak o asawa, pwede yon. O kaya yung tumulong sa iyo sa buhay nung araw, pwede yon. Paano kung may illegitimate child or illegitimate children? Ang share ng illegitimate child or children, kinukuha yan sa free portion. At ang maximum share ng illegitimate child is half of the share of a legitimate child. So, kalahati ng legitimate child, ang legitimate ng illegitimate child. Okay? So, is it possible na wala ng free disposable portion? Pwede. Halimbawa, ang naiwan, 2 legitimate children, tapos surviving spouse, tapos meron siyang 2 anak sa labas, so illegitimate children. Diba? So, yung share ng illegitimate children, dun kukunin sa free portion yon. Di ba 1/4 na lang yung natitirang free portion? Ang share nila ng isang illegitimate child is half the share of one legitimate child. 1/4 yung sa legitimate child, di ba, na isa. So, tig 1/8 ang share ng each illegitimate child. 2 yung illegitimate children. So, wala nang matitira na free portion. Ubus na. So, yun yung tinatawag nating legitimes or limitations sa institution of heirs and disposition of the estate. Ano pa ba? Ano pang... Pag walang will, ang tawag...
Continue, sorry. Continue.
Sorry ka lang. Pag walang will, ang tawag doon, intestate succession. In short, yung batas ang magde-decide kung nung paghahati-hati ng estate. Wala ka ng control whatsoever. Intestate or legal succession pag walang will. But if there's a will, there's a way na makontrol mo to a certain extent. So, yan. As you were saying?
Yeah. Kasi sobrang interesting nung sinasabi mo. And in terms of will, di ba, sinabi mo, so that people who are interested, they can Google the term legitive. Ano yung
Legitime.
Pronounce it.
Legitime. Parang legit, tapos IME. Tapos teka lang, ha?
Legitime. Okay. Kasi you mentioned it multiple times. Ako, hindi kasi ako aware sa term eh. So, legitime. Yeah, okay. At least sabi na natin yung spelling so that people who are interested in making a will, mas mapag-aralan yung legitime. Ano nila. Siguro question, Terence, regarding dun sa will. For example, yung holographic ginawa ng person na okay naman yung date, na handwritten siya, tapos, ano pa ba isa? 3 yun, di ba? Handwritten,
written, dated, and signed by the testator.
So let's say, ganun nga na kompleto. Tapos, what if sinabi na lahat ng ari-arian ko, ibibigay ko sa paborito kong anak na bunso. So, how is that dun sa legitime na, di ba sabi mo, 50%, tapos may free disposal. Is that legally possible na sinasabi mo sa will, 100% of my assets pupunta sa bunso kong anak at walang makukuha yung asawa ko at ibang mga anak ko?
Okay, another excellent question. Hindi pwede yun. Kasi may impair yung legitime nung iba. So, mavo-void yung institution, yung portion ng institution of heirs na yon na mag-i-impair dun sa legitime nung iba. So, kailangan masatisfy. Kung 1/4 ang legitime niyan, dapat 1/4 mapunta dun sa ibang anak. No, nothing less. Hindi pwede. So, ngayon, paano kung halimbawa, 3 yung anak, binanggit sa will, 2 lang. Yung isang anak hindi binanggit kasi ayaw niyang bigyan supposedly ng mana. Ang tawag doon, preterition. Preterition. So, hindi siya binanggit. Ang effect ng preterition is that the entire institution of heirs will be void. It doesn't mean that the whole will is void, but the entire institution of heirs. Pero in effect, kung wala namang legacy or devicee, may explain ko kung ano yun, ha? Magiging void lahat yon. So, magiging intestate succession. It's as if walang will. Yon. So, ano ba yung nabanggit ko na legacy or devicee? So, yung legacy or device, ito is specific properties. So kung devicee, real property yan. Halimbawa, I bequeath to my son Bobet my condominium located at ano ba yung sa SM na sa may doon Rockwell condominium, kunyari na lang, no, wala akong maisip specifically. O kaya sa columns, my unit, my condominium unit at columns, unit JE, for example. Ang tawag doon device kasi specific siya. Pag naman personal property, halimbawa yung napakamahal niya na painting, halimbawa painting, I hereby bequeath my Picasso painting entitled so and so to my daughter Petra. Ang tawag doon legacy. So in case of preterition, merong hindi binanggit, no, na compulsory heir, ang void yung navo-void yung institution of heirs, pero yung legacy and devices valid pa rin yon, provided that no other legitim is impaired. So maraming rules yan. Actually, nile-lecture ko yan for 4 hours. So when I do contract lecture estate planning, mahaba yan.